Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's over.
We're back in the attic.
It's finally over. Our arrogance was paid back to us. It's finally over. we all have it. This is our last one. We're toast.
Our hubris killed us, dog. Our hubris got us killed.
My lust. My greed. I deserve this.
I deserve this. Oh man, we're back. We're back in the attic, baby. Tommy Tynes, Warlord AM, and special guest. We got Gerbera in this bitch.
Thanks, bro. Thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure seeing you guys.
Hell yeah, bro. And you're definitely getting the special treatment right now with the all the camera work and all the cool lights and shit. You know what
Base
I mean?
cam.
Yes, sir.
Base cam. We're gonna call it base cam.
Oh, it has to be the base cam now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Our new producer slash cameraman, bro.
Shout out Base Baby Boy. Shout out Base Baby
Boy. You know what I'm saying? The real goat. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I'm super excited where this shit's going.
Also, shout out my man's Dan.
Yeah, shout out the man Dan, bro.
Shout out Dan.
I'll say what's the instant Danny what? Danny Genius Photos, man. Shout out
Yes,
to man.
sir.
Hell
One
yeah,
and
bro.
only.
Spectrum lighting.
Hell yeah, bro. This shit's gonna be crazy looking. I'm enjoying this. This is crazy. This is great. This is awesome. This is groovy.
Let's do it.
Nice.
Hell yeah, bro. Just remember, guys. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Everywhere you get podcasts. We Kill Cowboys in the Attic. On all social media, Attic and Friends. Follow me in AM and Jen.
Yes, sir.
Follow me, Tommy Tynes, everywhere on social media. Money and Breakfast Instagram for AM.
Don't follow me on.
Dot-
Don't follow me on Twitter.
Yeah.
No Twitter. Why not Twitter?
Not unless you want to really get into some opinions. not if you want to expose yourself to some real thoughts, I guess.
I mostly retweet. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. You're still exposing your timeline to some real grit.
And I go into a lot of threads, and I leave no trace I was there. I don't leave a like. I don't like in an argument, or I don't retweet. I don't do that.
You
I
swipe.
just go through and I leave.
Just
You
swipe.
fool. You
Swipes.
fool.
I see
They
no-
know you were there.
Ha.
They know you were there.
They always know.
Jack knows you were there. About to say puts the koofy on. But yeah, follow Jan at what are your
Jan
socials,
dot
bro?
underscore Gerbera.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that's all social medias and shit. Hell yeah, bro.
Oh,
About to say yeah, get Jan's his newest project out, Love Fuel Ride, the new single.
Yes,
it
sir.
is fantastic, bro.
I appreciate that, man. A lot of hard work went into it. It's actually the first self-produced, not the first. I actually produced 2 tracks on my recent album, Purgatory Blue.
Word, yeah.
I produced the intro and the outro to it.
Oh, nice, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought that was like more your bag, like the producing. You know what I'm saying? I always thought that was like kind of your bag.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's a
mean?
new world, man. Compared to
Word.
like the whole writing. Like I tell my friends, like my writing brain is almost a whole different person than my production brain.
Oh, word.
Yeah, man.
You feel separated from the process.
A little
sometimes,
bit,
you know what
a
I'm
little
saying?
bit, and that's only because when I produce beats, like I know there's like certain songs that I can't flow over.
You say you're writing. Do you write songs for other people? Is that what you mean?
No, not at all. I write all my own songs.
You write
Yeah.
your own?
Oh, word,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
But I was like, would you ever consider like ghostwriting for real though?
Of course.
That'd be dope. Yeah,
course.
That's the bag.
Yes, sir.
That's the real bag.
Of course.
You know
I'm just
what I
trying to
mean?
you gotta get your own
I just
name
ask
out
because you
there.
never, you. It's less that you meet people that openly say that, like, oh yeah, I ghostwrite. Like yeah, I just exclusively ghostwrite. Or I'm just a songwriter.
I would love to meet one though, just to meet someone who's exclusively ghostwrites. I feel like that's like a real bag. You know what I mean? It's a bag that's like underrated for real, just because
I
of like
agree.
the stigma behind ghostwriting. You know what I mean?
It's like you sell foundations almost. You sell the foundations
yeah.
to songs.
Yeah, basically.
I agreed, man, because like think about it. There's sometimes I produce beats and I'm just like, you know what, this is a good beat. I made it, but like I said, I can't flow over it. But I know there's
Yeah,
another
right.
person that can flow over it.
Definitely, yeah, because that's the producer artist in you.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I'm
I look
saying?
up to Blood Orange, man. Blood Orange.
Yeah, shout out
Devin
to
Hines.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to man.
Tyler the Creator.
Hell yeah, bro.
Dude,
What do you
Suffer-
think about his newest projects, bro?
Igor?
Because me and Mike have our opinions on it.
Igor.
Because we're both Tyler fans. We're both definitely Tyler fans.
Yeah, man. I'm a big Tyler fan. I've been following him for a while, since like middle school, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah, but Igor was very interesting. It actually influenced a lot of my production.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Because did he self-produced a lot of it, didn't he?
No, he
Yeah.
self-arranged, self-produced, self-written.
Bro, yeah. That's like
That's been his thing for a few years now, isn't it?
I think since like Wolf, really.
I think what separated him was that #1 chart.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That #1 chart, to be #1, win a Grammy, self-produced, self-arranged, sovereign.
Yeah, because if you've been
That's what it
following
was.
that man for a while, you like really like understand how like significant that is. Really, you know what I'm saying? Because like that nigga was just like it was rough to listen to him for a little bit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I agree.
But like it was still like great music at the end of the day. But then like then he did his thing with the Grammys. Yeah.
Plus, he was really like somebody you could say was kind of nobody at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can really say that. Then
was
like
just-
he just started
With the homies.
He was just
started
like
with the OF.
he was really just like a nigga on the internet with that all the misfits knew about in
Yeah.
mostly high school. You know what I'm saying? They listened to this shit. It was like, oh, bet.
Yeah,
this is
facts.
just gonna be our thing. You know, this is gonna be something that we listen to that like we know. All the normies won't know. And then years later, he wins a Grammy.
Gang, Wolf Gang. Oh, bro, all the weebs were just yelling that shit out, bro. It was so crazy, bro. But like, yeah, this like the way you started with all the homies, bro. It's like. It's kind of like adjacent to how you kind of like are starting out for real.
Yeah, man.
Not anymore, obviously, because R.I.P. Mid County.
Yeah,
you know what
so-
I'm saying, like how did that how that begin and kind of end? You know
Man,
what I mean?
so just like any great thing,
Oh, yeah.
the idea comes with a little spark stash. You know,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I was hanging out with my homie, one of one Gus. Shout out Gus Gustavo.
Oh yeah, Gus makes the dope clothes, man.
Yes,
Shout
sir, the
out
dope
Gus.
clothes. Shout out my man.
Follow Gus. Bro.
Follow him at one of one Gus. But we were in the parking lot where we worked at the time, sparking the J after work, and we're just like, man, because we had an idea for a clothing line. The
Oh,
County
right,
Sesh was
yeah.
supposed to be a clothing line before it was a collective.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we wanted to do a clothing line at first, but
Type
then
shit,
you
yeah.
know, and then we just talked about it. We're like, man,
Like we
You
know
know,
a lot of other.
yeah, we know a lot of,
creative
and
niggas.
we're into a lot of other things. Why just make it a clothing line? And Gus was like,
Definitely,
fuck it, let's make a collective. And collective sounded great, man. We just went with it. We ran with it. We were like, we got to work hard. We worked hard.
Word.
Unfortunately, it didn't come out just because it wasn't the right time.
I
You know,
feel that,
people
yeah.
had their priorities in different places, but you know,
And because it's COVID season, bro. You know
COVID
what I'm
season,
saying?
yes sir.
It's COVID season.
Slow down
bro.
season. I agree.
Definitely, man.
But honestly, it just wasn't the right time. People
I
had their
feel that.
priorities in different places, and no hate to that, man. You know, everybody got to do their own hustle.
Oh hell yeah, bro! Just because, yeah, I think we were talking about that before. Like the idea for the collective is this so solid, especially now, like nowadays. Like yeah, I sound like kind of fuddy duddy saying that shit, like nowadays. But yeah, like it's super important to kind of just find your own tribe, find your own niche, and into the I get into the art form, I guess, and
Yeah.
and really like build up a fan base and a solid foundation
Hell yeah.
within just like, because like at the end of the day, we always want to support ourselves doing the shit we like to do. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And
This-
me personally, I'm willing to say that there is no problem with planned obsolescence with these things.
What do you mean?
Like
What is it?
I don't think it's a bad thing for a group of artists to come together and do that and say to each other in the beginning, like, yeah, this has a deadline. This is just so we can all this
Oh,
thing can
yeah.
get known so that we can then pursue our solo careers. You know, come with me out of this larger fan base if you fuck with me. type
Yeah,
of shit.
definitely.
I'm a fan of that. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah, because I think a lot of like I think we talked about this before, but like a lot of the larger collectives and a lot of like the really more successful ones didn't necessarily have like a expiration date, but they all like had an understanding that like, oh yeah, we're all gonna be really dope together, but the goal is more or less to get a good foundation for myself and my art and to take it forward, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
to push it farther than I could have done without a group,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Without a support system around me, you know what I mean? And yeah, you know, that's how Wu-Tang was, OF was, you know.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting the one group, like it was like from like the 90s, it was like Naughty by Nature, fucking
Tony.
Nah, it wasn't. It was like a super group. I got find a name for it. It was like called like Natural Roots or something like that. It was like it was
Reaction Band?
Nah.
That's a go-go reference.
I was like, no, I got
all
the
of you out
reference. I got the. I don't like go-go, but I know a little bit about it. But yeah, never been a go-go fan. Did you ever like go-go?
I love
Growing up in
go-go.
Maryland, bro.
I love
Me?
go-go.
No, all right, yeah, you do, yeah.
I love
Fuck.
go-go, bro.
You love go-go?
Yes.
Shit, I'm not a big fan. I don't listen to go-go on the regular. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, right. You know, like I never.
Nah, but dude, if you're lit,
No,
You crank
if
it,
it's
you hear
lit,
the- you
if
hear
it's
the
lit,
snares, you
yeah,
hear
I was
the
gonna
kicks,
say if it's lit,
that
it's
shit gonna
lit.
hit you.
Oh, definitely,
I'll
bro.
tell you that.
Good go go.
That shit gonna hit
yeah,
you.
bro.
Good go go. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's fire. But yeah, it's one of those things I'm not like turning on for real.
And I'll
for
say
real like
this:
that.
I don't care who doesn't understand. I don't, you know what I mean?
Cool. That's
the
how it should all be, bro.
You know, I guess that's the rebellious teenager in me. I don't care who understands.
Fuck
I don't
it.
care.
I don't care, bro.
I love it.
I love it. It's real to me. But
Goddamn right, I miss the go-go, man. I miss when you would go into a local round-the-way party. It was me and my mans. We would scout out. We would find a party, go in that joint.
you would
And
crash a party, you mean?
Yeah. And the go-go would just start playing. Oh, bet.
It's like,
How long until someone fights? You know?
nah, yeah, it might have just been like my lack of coolness of the high school and party age. You know what I'm saying? I've been to like, let's say 3 parties in high school. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was, and none of them had go-go like playing in them just because of the, let's say, the location of the party. You know, a lot of other music. You know what I mean?
Word.
Just this random SoundCloud rap that someone asked their token friend to play because they were at the party early.
Yeah, I quote-unquote crashed quite a few.
Yeah, bro. But nah, yeah, it's like,
Not
but,
like quite a few, but like, you know.
yeah, because I'm not a, what's it called? Like reggaeton, I don't get either.
Yeah, I don't listen to it as much as neither.
Yeah, because I never got that. Because like I think I said it on the other pod too. Like
Anytime.
we can do the test. We can do the test. Like we can go on any reggaeton playlist, pick 3 random songs, and they're going to all sound like they're going to have the same bass line to it. That hold up, that
Do it.
fucking.
Oh, hey.
I mean,
Every single one.
anytime I've listened to reggaeton in my life, and probably every time I will hear reggaeton in my life after this, was not my choice.
Nah, never,
Yeah.
Somebody else did this.
never.
You know what I mean?
Someone tricked me into listening to Bad Bunny. I would never. I have class. I have culture. I don't understand how he's like the biggest artist in like,
Numbers
the
are
world.
popping, bro.
Yeah, his numbers are crazy.
Numbers are insane.
Bad
Bunny?
They about to say that one dude who dressed as a tranny for his video. You ever see that on Twitter? That meme for a little bit.
No.
Yeah, he
Oh,
dressed up as
good.
a woman
Yeah, it was a.
in one of his latest music videos.
Oh man.
Yeah, for
I
you
don't
know,
even-
for reasons, you know, for
Shit,
reasons.
for the numbers, that shit pays.
Bro, that genre was numbers, big time, bro. I respect dude's hustle, but I was like, I don't get his genre of music, and I think it's a waste of time. But
It's a culture, dude.
Yeah, it's a
that shit
culture,
That
bro.
shit goes way back.
oh yeah, probably.
The
But
reggaeton culture.
yeah, I guess reggaeton goes back to the '90s. I did a little bit of research. Like reggaeton goes back to the '90s.
It's a preference.
It's a hip hop ripoff, like a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? It's you know it is what it is. But a lot of people like it. You know,
Yeah,
so
that's
who,
the thing
who,
too.
who am I? Who am I to-
Recently,
Everything, you know, it's one of those things. Like everything sounds good when you're drunk.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Everything sounds good when you're drunk.
Pretty much. What were you saying, Jan?
No, man. Recently, I don't listen to reggaeton much, and the few times that I have recently, I've been in some people's cars, and they play these songs, and they're the same melodies, the same melodies and very, very similar lyrics to English versions of songs.
Oh,
Mainstream
word, yeah,
English
'cause
version
I
songs.
can't understand the
And
lyrics,
I
that's
don't
the
know
thing.
if that's like we bought, some rights from the artist to make it a Spanish version. I don't know if it's that or if it's a whole different thing. Like,
laws, right? Am I
yeah,
right?
laws, right?
Am I right?
Laws, am I right? Well, what do you listen to though, bro?
Me?
Like what kind of inspires you? So, like, you know what I'm saying?
Inspires, man.
Or like just on a regular basis.
Regular
what you
basis
listen to?
on my rotation.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Start off with
I always
that,
got
yeah.
Frank Ocean playing.
Oh, bro, yeah.
I always got Frank playing.
Some Frank.
I always got some Tyler playing. I'm a big fan of Tyler. I always got
So
some
like
Mac Miller.
OF was like a big influence on you, you would say.
I wouldn't even say OF. I'd say Tyler.
Okay, yeah,
Tyler.
I feel you.
Yeah. I wasn't really huge into the OF scene, man. I was raised different than my friends who listened to OF.
Oh,
My parents
word.
were very strict. Dude, I was a nursing student.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah, dog. I was a nursing student.
What happened? What
happened?
You just didn't like that shit?
Dude, it was dramatic as shit.
Oh, man,
So
bet.
I'm taking acid at this point
Oh,
in my
bet,
life. One of my first few trips, I'm still living in my parents' house. this trip was one of the most impactful I can say. It was very cinematic.
It was the one that kind of made you a man.
I guess you can say that. I guess
into the man we see today.
Here we go.
So
now let's hear it.
I'm chilling in my room off the tabs.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I don't meditate. I never meditated in my life. I'm like, shit, you know, I'm gonna try this meditation shit. I'm off a tab. Fuck it, why not put some music on?
Fuck it.
I close my eyes. Crisscross applesauce, boy. I'm talking about crisscross applesauce.
Like we in second grade, bro.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
I clear everything from my bedroom, sit in the middle of my bedroom, crisscross applesauce, close my eyes, look down. At this point, I'm deep into the trip. I close my eyes and I just start falling. It feels like I'm falling and falling. I don't know what
through the floor type shit.
Through the floor,
oh,
yeah.
Man.
And it's one of these like,
I've had
fuck.
Those. I've had those.
Like, do I open my eyes or do I just let it keep going?
Am I really falling?
Yeah, do I let it keep going? There's a voice saying, nah, keep going, but then a part of me is like, nah, get the fuck out of there, bro. Bro. So at this point, I'm just like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah.
But the longer I stayed, I just kept getting more paranoid. Mm-hmm. And then when I got to the point of like, shit, I don't think I can open my eyes right now.
Like now you can't.
Now I can't.
Shit.
I'm like, oh nah. I'm like, I don't think I can open my eyes.
Oh man.
And then I start to really freak out.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I get to a point of like, fuck, I'm getting scared.
Right.
Dan the man right here with the light
Oh man.
calls me 11 p.m. at night. Yo, what you want, bro? What's the move?
Hell yeah, bro.
And I'm like, no fucking way, dog. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I feel like if I was in there for one more minute, yo,
It would have been it.
I'd be out like a light.
Hell
Yeah, psychedelics are different. Psychedelics are different because it's like everything feels like a spiritual experience. Psychedelics feel like you can take anything as a spiritual experience.
Facts.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And going back to that Frank Ocean shit. So yeah, I'm on this trip. And at this point, I'm really trying to move out of my house. Move out of my parents' house.
Right.
And the whole trip, I was just listening to Frank. I had my headphones on. I had some Beat Studio 3s on. So that shit
And you're
was
listening like blonde like
Blonde, bro. Blonde was on rotation that whole fucking trip. And
wish we
at
could
this
play it
point in my
without getting
life,
copyrighted.
at this point, I'm like 18, 19, and I've never seen the sunrise ever in my life.
Word.
Yeah.
That's kind of a long time for real. Just
Isn't
like
it?
even like this like accidentally I like seen the sunrise. You know what I'm saying? Like oh
Yeah.
shit, you know we're just at the beach and it's
Yeah.
early. You know
Never in my life have I
yeah.
seen the sunrise.
Wow,
So I was like, man, I'm gonna see the sunrise today.
tight.
So I stay up all night. I'm tripping all night. It was like, dude, I spoke in my head. I was speaking to like a demon.
Damn, bro. So you
Yeah.
took like a big ass dose.
Yeah, bro. I took
Yeah.
a hero dose, bro.
Yeah, bro. That type of shit.
So it's 5 a.m. and I'm like, you know what? I know where to go. I live right by a baseball field.
Yeah.
So I'll go up a hill to leave my house at 5:30 a.m. I'm in the middle of the baseball field, but I'm running to the baseball field. I'm just
Word,
running.
yeah.
It's so cinematic, so dramatic.
Oh, bro,
I'm
yeah.
sweating. I had the acid sweats because I'm coming down, you know. I'm running down the street. It's foggy. 5:30 a.m. I'm running, and Blonde is still playing, mind you, in my headphones.
The scene you're describing, we can just replace Blonde with like your music. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
And like we can just make that a video, bro.
Bro.
We can just recreate your like most intense trip.
Dude, and I'm running down this road crying. I'm crying my eyes out, listening to Blonde,
Weeping, dog.
sweating. And at this time I'm smoking wax carts.
Oh, word.
You know, the honeycombs.
Oh, them Jones.
Those
yeah.
Jones.
Ugh.
The exotic carts.
Them
like
killers.
that shit.
Them killers.
It came to a point where I was just spending, dude, $200 a week on just
Damn.
cartridges.
Damn,
Just cartridges.
nigga.
I could grow through like 3-4 a week. Dude, I was smoking, yo.
Hell yeah, bro.
Disgusting.
It sounds like it.
Dude,
Shit.
I would wake up, my chest would feel so gnarly. My throat would feel so dry. I would wake up wanting to throw up.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
It got to that point.
Them carts are weird, bro. I stay away from them usually,
Fuck
bro.
no,
I can't fuck with them that heavy.
Yeah, all that pesticide and shit that they put in there, it's fucking disgusting.
Whatever
for
they
you, man.
put in there, yeah, it ain't good for you.
Hell yeah.
I've hit some from people that had like dispensary type shit, but
Yeah,
those shit still hurt.
it's odd.
still, yeah. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
because they have like the little warning too at the dispensary. If you go up to the counter, there's like be mindful of like the there's like a vitamin E extract or vitamin whatever extract that makes like or accelerant. That's what they call it, just to make it go like burn and shit faster. And it's like it may or may not fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It's what they're basically saying. So I was like, I'm staying away from it completely.
Fuck no, dude. Horrible.
Completely, bro. So
That's what it really says?
No, bro. If you can go to the dispensary, like they have the sign up there. You know what I'm saying? We can't go in now, obviously, but like, now it's just like, be mindful of like the vitamin E or D, like accelerant inside of cartridges. It may make, you know what I'm saying? It may mess with your throat. It may
it's horrible for you.
Lead to whatever.
Wow.
You know, like, so.
And on top of that, there's people making janky versions. Like making them in their basement. That's even like they sell them in the original wrappers.
That's the thing about.
That's the worst.
That's the thing about like the whole legalization thing in the dispensaries. I still don't think about legalization as everybody's gonna sell you something that is safe. They'll sell what can make money.
No, definitely still.
So you can still get something that can fuck you up, you know, at a we went to a business
type of shit.
Like,
You're just
you
like,
know,
no,
okay.
it was like so, bro. Like niggas sell expired shit
you
all
went
the
to
time.
a business. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I'm more willing to be like, all right, they did a little more due diligence than your local plug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
That's
know
the thing.
they might know a little bit more about pack. But
That's the thing. Depending on where you at, your local plug is like a lot of times the better option.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you that right now. My local plug gets me with, I got this strain, this strain, this strain. You know what I mean?
Word, yeah.
That's the type of plug you need in your life.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean?
I keep like 2 or 3 plugs like around like in my phone and like keep hitting them up like every once in a while, especially during like pandemic.
Hell yeah,
shit.
dude. That's the thing. Moving around a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
You get a lot of plugs from wherever you're at,
bro. Because like you moved around a lot, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you were in
Silver Spring.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and now you're in like Germantown and shit.
I went to Silver Spring. No, it was Wheaton, then Glenmont, Silver Spring, Montgomery Village, and now Germantown.
Word, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, bro. You're just talking about like the trip still. Like,
dude.
We're still like mid-store.
So those cartridges are fucking disgusting for you, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They would tear my chest.
Fuck cartridges, yeah.
And the amount of bread I was just spending on it was not good for like the situations I was in.
Yeah, just economically.
Hell yeah.
Bro.
Shit was draining my pockets. You know, who doesn't want to be high as fuck all the time? If you're gonna do it, at least be smart with it, healthy with it.
Smoke flower.
And
and drink
green.
Flying Dog.
Flying dog.
Flying dog. Flying dog.
Where?
Breaking the fourth wall.
All right,
Flying
flying.
dog.
Wall.
So so I'm running down this road, and I have a cartridge in my pocket.
Word.
I just bought it, fresh cartridge. Just dropped the 55 for the whole gram.
Like, all right, bet.
I'm like, all right, bet. I'm on this trip, puffing and puffing and puffing on this trip. So I'm running down the road, and I'm looking at this cart in my hand, and I'm running, and I'm like, I can't fucking do this shit. I throw that shit in the middle of the street. I see it crash, and I just bought a new pen as well. I was like, fuck it, this. And I run to the middle of the field. Foggy field. It looks like a lake of fog.
Oh wow.
I'm the only person awake at this time.
Just fall to your knees.
I'm the only person in the middle of this of the field, and the field that I was at was surrounded perfectly by trees.
Word.
In a perfect circle.
It encircled it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Perfect circle. The only thing separating that was a parking lot. But perfect circle, and I'm seeing the sunrise for the very first time in my life.
Word.
Yeah, and in my headphones, Siegfried is playing. Siegfried. What track is that? Track like 7 or some shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like in the middle of the fucking zone.
Yeah. Dude, that shit's playing. And my past memories are just flooding my head.
The vibe has changed. Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the? I was like, I need to get the fuck out of my parents. Like, it was I need to leave. I need to start my shit ASAP.
Word is a big epiphany. And shit,
Huge epiphany. Like, what the fuck am I waiting for? Like, I'm working, but I'm not working as hard as I thought I could work.
Okay, I feel you.
So it was like that. So literally within 8 months, I moved out of my parents' crib.
Nice.
Because of that trip.
Word, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was just real inspiring for you at that point. Then.
Hell
Word.
yeah.
You think it inspired a lot of like your music, like after that?
For sure. It definitely helped me with like, don't be afraid to try this new sound.
Word.
Don't be afraid to try this new drum line, new tempos. Don't stick with slow tempos all the time,
Type
Raise
shit,
it up a
yeah.
little bit. Try different energies, shit like that. Yeah,
I was like,
pretty much.
obviously made you want to experiment. You shaved your fucking head and shit.
Hell yeah.
This is why.
Hell
Why?
yeah.
Why?
That's where you find the best shit, I guess. Yeah.
Nah, why is that though? Why do you shave your head, bro? Like, cause yeah, like.
Oh, why did I shave my head?
Yeah.
Oh
bro,
shit.
Because like,
That was
why?
part of it?
Like, huh?
Oh no,
That was part of the
that was a
experience,
different.
or
This
what?
is a different trip. I'm on
Oh,
shrooms.
all right, bet. So like, I had a feeling. I had a feeling it had something to do with the trip, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it had to be an experience, bro.
Yeah.
I was wondering. Okay, so where does the head shaving come in?
Dude, so my head shave,
Yeah, 'cause you had,
that
like,
was a whole different
luxurious
trip.
hair.
This is when I already moved out of my parents' crib. I had my own apartment.
Now, 'cause I knew you. Like, I met you when you had like hair and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a lot of hair.
I had a lot of long hair.
Yeah.
So I'm on this shroom trip, and this shit's just in my face. And I'm hot, dude. I get hot so easy.
He was like, ah.
And this shit's just in my fucking face.
Word.
But my roommate, he hands me a Corona beer. And I'm just like, yo.
Like, what are you trying to say, bro?
I was like, yo.
What are you trying to tell me?
It tasted like gold. It tasted like gold, though. I'm like, it tasted like I was just sipping liquid gold.
Word.
I'm like, fuck, this is amazing. But my fucking hair is in my way. And I'm on shrooms. So I'm like, fuck this shit. You know? And this whole trip was super introspective to a point where it's like, I don't know what path I should be fucking taking with my music right now.
Oh, word. So you're just like,
And then my hair was like super fucking metaphorical to be for some reason. Like that shit was always in my way. So that led to, wait, who the fuck is in my way right now?
Am I in my own way?
Yeah, am I in my own way? That's what it led to. So I was like, you know what? If I cut my hair,
Yeah, bro.
that means I could see the bigger picture. Mind you, I'm tripping off fucking shrooms, so that made complete sense to me. So I go to the bathroom that very same night. I'm coming up, but you know when you're still coming up, you're still
yeah.
fucking tripping. You just don't know
definitely.
how bad you're tripping yet. Still, so I cut my hair. I did the first one, and I was like, "Shit, you can't stop now."
Like,
and I just
shit.
kept going and going and
He's
going.
like,
Yeah. Then I kept going.
you know?
And then I took a shower right after. And I'm still tripping at this point, and I feel the water on my scalp.
That probably
For
felt good as shit.
For the first time ever, like in a very
Minute,
long time,
yeah,
in
that
like
probably felt
12
good as
years,
shit, bro.
I felt water on my head.
Oh, man.
And I'm just like, yo, this is life, man. This is life. I was like, this is what
I'm connecting with the elements.
That's what we need.
This is what we need, man. But yeah, I guess it inspired me. Yeah, that was my head shaving shit. That's my head shaving story.
That's pretty
Hell
dope,
yeah,
bro. Oh man, would you ever hit a Mr. Cooper, dog? Are you ever gonna snippity snip them joints?
My current feeling in my life is that I will cut my hair when I die. Two things that I want when I die. I want my hair to be cut off and preserved, and you mark it with my name and who, like, you know, the years I lived.
Where I want to do
You know what I
something
mean?
like cool when I die. I'm gonna tell you in a minute, but yeah, go ahead.
And then as for my body, I want to be composted and planted on a tree on my family's property.
Fire, because you're definitely gonna have land.
Yeah, a lot of people-
because if you listen to this podcast or listen to us at all, or taking away from this podcast, buy guns and land.
It is what it is, you know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah,
But
bro.
I want to be made into a tree, and I want the hair to be, you know, preserved, and then that will start the tradition in my family. Like, if you are great, then they will cut your hair off, whatever hair length you're at. They will cut your hair off and preserve it and say, "Hey, this
beautiful.
is the hair of a great person."
So if you're a disgrace, you just be buried with that shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of culture. There's something
See how
about
it
hair,
is.
man. There's something about hair. A lot of cultures believe your hair is your power. It's your
Yeah, I heard.
energy.
Yeah, because I heard like it was like a lot of the Native American like tribes and a lot of the Native American cultures
Yeah.
believe that, like all the like their power and all their like a spiritual connection was like kind of like channeled in
yeah.
their hair and shit. Yeah.
For sure.
I've heard long hair called like spiritual antenna.
Yeah, it was like because I don't know if I like. Yeah, I don't know how true the story is or whatever, but like quick synopsis or whatever. It was in World War II, they were trying to recruit Native Americans to become trackers. You know, it's to like, you know, survey the land and track, you know, enemies and whatever. And, you know, they were like, all right, bet, we recruited them, we gave them a test. They all did like super well in the test. Like, oh, they can track, you know, they know the land is great. So when they got into the military, they, you know, when you get in the military, you have to get a buzz cut. You know, it's a typical military haircut.
Yeah.
They did that, gave them all buzz cuts and shit.
To the Native
Bro.
Americans.
Yeah, to the Native American soldiers they just recruited. And it was like their first mission out or one of their first trainings. And yeah, they did like so bad. They did significantly worse than they did before during like the recruitment shit. But yeah, there's like, what the fuck? You know, and there's like, yeah, my guy, you cut our hair. Like, what do you expect? And they're like, nah, that can't be a thing.
Yeah.
So like they got another group of Native American trackers, didn't cut their hair, and tested them against the ones who they buzz cut. And apparently, the ones who kept their hair did like 75, 100% better type shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
that's amazing.
They're like, yeah, bro, we fucking told you.
I think it's believable, especially when it's like a cultural. It's a cultural piece. When you cut a cultural piece off suddenly, you can expect a person to probably perform worse.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And like I feel like, and like even too, like I've had long hair for a long time and shit. Like, bro, like not any like hippy dippy spiritual whatever shit. But like sometimes I get like I can feel someone behind me. You know what I'm saying? I can feel like on my hair. I was like oh, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like something's there. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm connecting with the spirit world on a more deeper level than I'm giving myself credit.
Probably are.
Oh yeah, I think that's what it is. That's deep, bro. Yeah, you a big spiritual person, Jen?
I mean, how spiritual can you get?
A lot of people get real spiritual, bro. Like they can get real, a lot of people can get real goofy with this shit, bro. You know
what? I attest to that. But
I know some goofballs, man.
I think I'm as spiritual as like I respect everybody. Yeah. Everybody does them.
Definitely.
Good shit. If you do good shit comes.
Right.
And I think that's as spiritual as it gets.
Word. So me. Like this is like on a karma level, for real.
I guess so, yeah.
No, yeah, because that's about as deep as like I want to get with shit either. Because like I'm a big skeptic when it comes to like pretty much everything. So like obviously when people tell me about like spiritual readings or healings and like astrology and shit like that, nonsense, in my head. But yeah, I just get skeptical and usually turn it off. But like I don't know, like I do believe in like just like the basic like, oh, if you do good things will come your way. Like all of the,
of course, it's more complex than that.
Karma shit.
Yeah, it's way more complex than that.
Yeah,
but
bro. I want to learn about more spiritual beliefs and like different like spiritual ideologies. And I should just definitely read more books about it. I should get more into with my own culture. Wait, boss, I should definitely hit up Dr. Umar Johnson and learn under his tutelage.
You know what I mean? Entering as an acolyte.
Let's say breathes hard and sarcastically. But no, fuck. I think Umar Johnson is an alien.
I think whatever force is above you gives you free will, and that's the reason for the chaos in the world. And that means that karma just means you will have the opportunity to strike back at that person. It's up to you whether you choose to or not.
Wow. I never thought of it like that for real.
You know what I mean? And if you choose to, you can choose to rationalize that or not. As, okay, this was God, this is designed this way. I was supposed to be able, rather than, okay, in another interpretation of the situation, an opportunity just opened up and you took it.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, like in some other people's interpretation, like, oh no, that's God blessing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I took advantage of a blessing. Yeah. And other times it's like more rational people.
I fully believe in action though.
Oh yeah, I fully like whatever you do believe in, like however you obtain an opportunity, definitely take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Like take action with the opportunity, bro. You know what I'm saying? Definitely fucking do. do rather than don't do. But no, I definitely want to expand on my theory of Umar Johnson being an alien.
Umar Johnson is an alien.
I think he's come to divide the superior culture in society.
I've heard of two sort of alien theories that are interesting. One is that there were other intelligent civilizations, planets in this universe, right?
Yeah.
And those civilizations, those planets all pass to a certain point. It's just a certain point that no one can ever get beyond this point.
Oh, where I think isn't that called like the singularity?
I think it was like it might have been the Fermi paradox. Well, the Fermi paradox is more like, where are the aliens?
Oh yeah, but like, where can they be? No, because like I think like the singularity or some shit, like it's like a society reaching a point of technology to where either can't advance anymore, like we just destroy ourselves or something like that. I could be butchering it.
And you destroy yourselves, an extinction event happens, and eventually, by the time it takes something else to get intelligent enough to even examine what you left behind, it's all gone.
Yeah.
The water is, there's not even water where there used to be water type of shit.
Right.
Civilization, I mean, forget about that 500,000 years ago type shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah,
You're measuring the planet in the year 2020 from your stance on the planet. That does not assume that any other larger stance outside of the planet can exist.
No, I feel that definitely. I'll say, what do you think, Jan?
Bruh, I don't know much about it, bro. To be real. But speaking of aliens, y'all seen the UFO crash in Brazil? You see those videos?
I didn't see the most recent videos, but I've always...
Bro, more recent videos have uploaded, dog. It's just crazy. A woman got close to it, close to whatever it was. It looks like a capsule, yo.
Where?
It was this metal sphere, like indented into the ground.
You don't think it's fake?
Shit, I don't fucking know, man.
Like, yeah,
Dan the man said there's this theory going around that the government is planning a fake alien invasion.
Word, fucking a false flag. That'd be dope.
I don't know.
I'd be into it, huh? I mean, yeah, maybe an international pandemic kind of throws us off a presidential election a little bit, but you know, whatever. Nah, I mean, like, I always don't know how to feel about that shit because almost like, how much do the powers that be want to fuck with society kind of just for the sake of fucking with it? It seems like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, man, you never know.
And you know how much it is just like, oh, it's just like managing expectations for an entire population, like something altruist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think thinking about that is like a very large kind of expectation of how society will turn out year after year. As for the question of just how much do they do things just for the love of the game?
Yeah,
shake things up just to shake them up. Like how much, like how big do you think that threshold is how chaotic the world is. Because the more you just fuck with things just to fuck with them, the more random events can happen. Yeah,
because that's kind of how I think it is. It's just like, yeah, it's, you know, it's, I guess it's more of a pessimistic view because it's just like, oh, I think this the powers that be kind of just, like you said, shake things up just to shake things up because it's kind of getting too stagnant and like, so like, and I don't know what happens when a population gets too stagnant. Maybe, I don't know, maybe coups happen. Maybe like some kind of intellectual breakthroughs happen on a societal level. You know what I'm saying? When things become stagnant and boring and, you know, really peaceful and livable. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we already kind of see the symptoms of it now in that it's so easy to live. We get bored and decide to, you know, get angry for sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what if we still like are at a peaceful enough level? What happens when we get over that? When we realize like, oh well, you know, people are people and they're complex, and you know, condemn the bad things they do, but you know, also don't discount the good things they do. You know what I'm saying? What happens when we reach that point of like peaceful shit where we realize we don't need presidents, we don't need, you know, like whole big governments really, where we just kind of go back to like, you know, really advanced versions of tribes or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's kind of what I want. The Indiatic tribe is going to be the most dominant, obviously.
I think that could only happen in one of two ways.
Hunger Games,
disregarding class.
Devolving into those type of tribes and having it be a workable system.
Would it be
for a while?
devolving though? That's the thing. Is it devolving?
Okay,
yeah.
Even devolving, but morphing into.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
say those type of tribes.
Yeah.
One of two ways. Number one, either quote unquote civilization as we know it suffers some sort of cataclysmic event that bursts people and knowledge back to an age where it's just like, okay, it's really like you have to rediscover the planet type shit now.
Right,
we've lost a lot of that intelligentsia. We know there's no one to really teach you how to use these things.
Right, we have to rediscover a lot of
a fresh start.
Yeah.
Or things devolving and everybody being armed to a point where it's like where communications break down enough.
Like where this
connections break down enough, and then armament is all around.
I like that version of it. We're all armed.
Everybody got a gun.
Yeah, everyone's armed.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. In that situation, somebody gets a hold of nuclear weapons. just by
Always.
Let's get rid of
More
those.
bread.
just process of elimination. If you're saying get rid of those, hey, great plot for a video game.
Pretty much, yeah,
You know
right.
what I mean? But it's not
It's,
realistic.
it's very unrealistic, yeah, bro. There's
in the
one.
case something breaks down, you have to know. Okay, there's probably several entities out there with access to nuclear weapons.
Yeah, that we just have no idea to have access to nuclear weapons, so we can't really get them all. It's kind of the fallacy of it's like, oh well, let's just all round all the guns up and get rid of them all. It's like, how do you realistically plan on getting that done? You know what I'm saying? Like, even just going up to somebody in like the South and being like, hey, give me your gun. Coming to somebody's land and like, hey, give us your guns. And he's like, no, because I have a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, how much can you
As
do?
it should be done.
Yeah, how much can you do without, you know, like really making it like a military effort? You know what I mean? Like, cause that's what's like niggas gonna have to pull up with tanks for some people. It's gonna be small Wacos everywhere. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't do that in American society.
Nah, we're just gonna figure it out.
That's why, like,
Everyone needs a gun.
I do a lot of monitoring on Twitter. You follow certain accounts. You don't retweet. You don't like. You just see what certain idea.
Oh yeah, definitely. You don't want to fuck. You don't want to fuck the algorithm up too much.
Yeah, but you see some of these things, and it's like they're more worried about these things happening in, like, for example, the UK, where it's like, oh yeah, you're not allowed to have a gun
At all,
like,
yeah.
like a street nigga in the UK, a UK rapper, like a UK rapper that
I'm gonna
says
poke ya.
a UK rapper that says he has a gun is taking a bigger risk than the American rapper that has a gun.
Yeah, because like in both cases it could be capped, but like on one side is just like, yeah, it is super illegal for you to have this here, so we're gonna take that down. And on the other side they're like, you're probably gonna destroy your community with it anyway, so we're gonna let you have it.
Yeah, a larger
Put the kufi on.
Yeah, at a larger societal level, it's harder in American society. You'll never get rid of it in American society.
Nah.
That's why they have to do the slow creep on taking away any rights. It's got to be the slow creep because it's a media culture now. Everything goes viral.
Oh yeah, everyone
can't
has to have rights, bro.
And that's not even saying that you can't get away with having something really detrimental to the quote unquote causes of the powers that be. You can't. It's not that you can't risk something like that going viral. They go viral all the time.
Oh yeah.
There was literally, the Panama Papers and all this other shit. It was like, hey, this is how billionaires and such hide their taxes overseas. How they just don't pay taxes.
Yeah, this is how they go about their business.
Nothing happened.
Not really.
It's been multiple times that these things come out, but it's just like you can't risk too many all at once because every incident raises the possibility of like some sort of revolt.
Definitely, yeah, and you always kind of want to avoid that, I guess, as a government. If you're a nerd government, I guess. There's no buzz. What the fuck? That was scary. But yeah, man, fucking. Yeah, what's the likelihood we become more like France? Just start fucking shut up.
As in terms of revolution points, I think it's definitely possible within our lifetime.
I hope so.
Us being in our 20s.
Yeah, because I'm always just stuck between like it. I can see the joy, and just because I'm a fucked up person, like I can see the joy in that kind of life and like the cool lifestyle. Like, oh, we have guns, we're gonna go fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna fight for our freedom. That sounds like really noble and dope. But also at the same time, it was like podcasting's fun.
Yeah, me personally, it's like people will immediately see the advantage in forming into a sort of state just at the military advantage alone. And then at that point, it's kind of, days are numbered for sort of smaller entities. When there's an entity that says, I'm gonna piece together like 500 armed people because of this central authority with large reach that is pushing people to do so.
Right.
And I'm gonna mobilize that against your society that's like, maybe we're more sort of a merchant people. Maybe we only have 150 armed people. Okay, now we take that and we turn more of your people into armed people.
Right, we
Now
get
it's
like 100 more. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's
Militia,
just
that's a
600.
militia right there, dude.
Yeah, now it's just 625 attacking another 50 armed people.
Yeah, and
200 armed. Even if it's 200 armed people, all right, bet now that means we're getting like 200 armed people.
Yeah, so a small militia turning kind of into its own military state. You know.
I see that as kind of being inevitable. I see that like someone trying, that would be the thing you want to do, is try to be the charismatic leader.
Well,
in a
because obviously that's gonna be me. But because
I hope your caravans don't raid my caravans.
we're the same caravan.
Shit, man, I'm going to the forest.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
bro.
living there.
Yeah, I already have like the idea. Like I want land in either Colorado, somewhere like in the kind of the middle of the country, but still like in mountains, and I want like access to like good water and shit like that, and like in like game, like good, like Colorado would be good. Texas would be just fun. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it'd be the most lawless state. Because me and Kevin had that theory. It was just like Baltimore and Detroit are gonna be like good during the apocalypse because they existed without infrastructure for so long. You know what I'm saying? And fucking also Texas is gonna end up being I get like a purge state, to where like you just always, where you can just kind of hunt people and shit. This is gonna end up being like a lawless state. It's gonna be so like Texas will just be fun during the apocalypse. But
I can think that is the only situation, depending on the ideological situation, when it all quote unquote comes crumbling down. That is the only situation in which I can see us overlooking race.
oh yeah, once it becomes like well,
How much now? It's really just like, okay, how much of money, quote unquote, whatever money is, how much money do you have? That's how much
money's like, but money won't matter.
I feel like money won't matter, yeah.
Because the only way it will matter is if we keep it mattering, and it's just like, well, no, bro, like you can keep that paper, bro. Like what's important over here is fucking water, or like what's important over here is just like meat, because we don't have a whole lot of game over here or whatever. So like it's gonna be different currencies for different, I think, regions and shit, and like the small, I guess, military states and like tribes that are gonna like come up from the apocalypse are gonna.
You go back to the barter system a lot,
And
this
which-
thing for this thing type of situation.
Yeah, and like,
Now
is
it's
it so
just
bad? Would that be so bad?
Now it's just about how good you are with what you have.
Yeah, bro, because that's what we are, just like kind of creatively right now. You know what I'm saying? We kind of like, morphed into, I won't say devolved, so like we morphed into more tribal tendencies. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, nah, I fuck with me and my niggas. I have like, we got two, not necessarily maybe a collective, but like, yeah, like me and my niggas, we're a producer, a couple of rappers, and a photographer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like we're just like, we kind of only fuck with each other and like a couple other folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like morphed into, especially just around here, because like there's a bunch of them now. You know what I'm saying? It's like them RDI guys, MMD. Like
Shout out MMD.
Shout out MMD. Act Natural. You were gonna do Mid County Sesh. Yeah, like there's a I'm missing some, but like obviously, but it's like it's become that like the group, or like the collective mentality has become is becoming the norm, and it's like it's a good thing, like because like we've been saying like before, like on other podcasts, like developing just your own tribe of people who fuck with you, like your own
foundation.
Yeah, your own foundation, your own small fan base that will definitely purchase everything you drop. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like whatever it is, and like fuck with everything you do. That's better than having 3 million on Spotify and a million each fucking I guess play or whatever, and having a bunch of like really fair weather or whatever fans.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think of a better there's a good reference. I would rather be I would rather be Currency than Billie Eilish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I can respect that though. Obviously for not like no outrageous amount. You ever seen that tweet that it's like, would you take a job that's $350,000 or like $500,000 a year, or $90K a year solid with ownership, with 100% ownership? Like that question.
Yeah.
I've always been like, all right, if the money ratios aren't stupid, Then give me ownership.
Definitely, but like, yeah, why would the ratio be that far apart for each thing? Anyway, that's weird.
I don't know. That's just like it was like a psychological question they asked, but
yeah, I guess. But it was some Rockefeller brunch ass nigga, wasn't it? some Jay-Z brunch ass nigga.
that's one thing that my man said to me one time. He was like, "Nah, you got to get on the Jordan system, 1 year deals."
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. I say you can't. I say committing to a longer than a year or two. You know what I mean? Death.
2 years.
Things
Okay,
change.
cool.
Things change so fast now, bro. And Jordan was hit, bro.
Fast.
That's why he's definitely the second best.
Oh man, here we go.
Not even here we go. I don't know anything about basketball. I don't know much about basketball, but I know athletics and I know greatness. Number two. No shit. But not like, bro, like, because he kept bringing up Paul Pierce's fucking top 5, and it's laughable. It's so funny. He just dropped it. It was like, who was it? It was Jordan,
It was like
Bill Russell.
It was like Jordan, Kareem, Bill Russell, like Magic, and then I think like Kobe.
Yeah, like, why? Bill Russell. Bill drinking milk with a steak at dinner Russell. You think is better than LeBron James.
Calcium.
10 rings.
Calcium for the bones, ass niggas.
Like shit, bro. I'd have to fight a nigga who like found out. But like, yeah, that's the type of nigga that's the type of cat who was playing back then. You know what I mean?
The type
like,
of nigga who drank milk recreationally.
yeah, who drank milk because they were thirsty.
Cow's milk.
Cow's milk because they were thirsty, bro. I'm still drinking cow's milk. You know, I'm drinking. It's whatever because milk is milk to me. I don't. There's no difference.
Nah, I gave up cow's milk years ago, bro.
What do you drink?
Why?
No milk?
Almond mostly. Almond. I have some
Almond
rice,
is
but mostly
right.
almond.
I'll say first though, I don't drink milk. All right, I'm not a pussy for one.
I mean, for
But-
like cereal and
Fucking
shit.
like milk,
I
bro.
mean, yeah, but I even hardly eat cereal now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a kid. I'm not a kid no more. But
Nah,
like,
cereal.
bro.
You make,
I make fried eggs, bro.
Bro, 2
Nah,
a.m.
you guys-
That's the adult cereal, bro. A little fried egg that takes 2 minutes.
that's the
A
thing,
little
though.
runny
you
yolk.
got,
Stop it.
You got cereal. You got protein shakes. You know what I'm saying? You can make a fucking
Oatmeal?
smoothie. You can oatmeal. You
I
can
don't
make
exercise.
You can
Hold
make
on.
you can make a smoothie with that joint.
I'm
Like,
telling
come
you.
on,
Yeah, and I'm using cow milk. I don't care.
crazy.
Doesn't matter. It's the same. You drink nut milk, boy?
That titty milk wasn't for you, boy.
You drink nut milk? Yeah, see, that argument is probably the weakest and the most poke throughable. Oh, we're the only species that drinks another species milk. You don't see other animals doing it. You don't see other animals with buildings. You don't see other animals talking. You don't see other animals wiping themselves when they shit. All right. All right, I don't want to hear the animal argument. We're superior to other animals. We're not in the cycle. We're not in the circle of life. Okay, we're on top of the life triangle. All right.
What if one day you're tripping and you're able to communicate with the cow? It's like, why wipe this shit? The shit just comes again. And it's like a major mind-opening moment for you. You never.
And
wipe
then you
your
just
shit
stop
again.
wiping your ass for the rest of your life.
Stop
you know?
wiping your ass. What if you do that? What if that happens?
Shoot me. If I stop wiping my ass, institutionalize me as soon as
shoot
possible. About to say gain power of attorney over me as soon as you can and put me in a home. If I stop wiping my ass because I saw a cow not do
What
it.
if you're just the type of nigga to hop in the shower? You know,
Oh,
maybe
what are you doing in there? Rubbing it out? Like, what are you scooping? Or
What if you go to your man's crib with a bag and you like?
But I'll say hold,
Like, hey, bro, like-
hold the phone. But I'll say being an Ari fan, that's how he shits apparently.
Whoa! What do you mean?
This hops in the shower. Takes a shit. This hops in the shower.
He just, dude, that's not
Yeah.
clean.
Why is that not clean?
I was gonna say it's
Again,
not a.
just-
It's,
the whole bathroom is gonna smell even more like shit than it would if you shit in a toilet.
I disagree. It's functionally the same thing as a toilet. It's water that runs down into a drain. It's functionally the same thing.
but no, I agree with the fact that it's not as dirty
I'm
as
gonna be
you
real, bro. I
think it
just
is.
don't want to see shit on my tub floor, dog. I'm gonna be real.
That's terrible.
I mean, bro, like you're a bad shitter if that happens, bro. No cap. Cause like, even if I'm about to take a shower and I have to take a shit, like it's it's two cursory wipes. I'm like, all right, I don't want to fucking ruin my tub. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna like. I'm not taking time.
We're talking about
to clean myself.
Going straight toilet.
Yeah, toilet
to
shower.
water.
Yeah, toilet shower. Yeah. Some people do it, bro. It's a technique. It's apparently it's a technique, bro. You know what I mean? Not one I subscribe to. Never been one I will subscribe to. But yeah, you know,
they can take care of that.
Yeah, bro.
They can have that.
Yeah, I don't know how we started talking about shit.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I totally forgot how we started talking about shit, but no, yeah, because you're telling me I'm gonna devolve to a foul beast.
Oh yeah.
If I take acid and talk
Stop
to a
wiping
cow.
your ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, that's never gonna happen. I'm always gonna maintain my dominant nature over an animal. I'm never gonna be like, we're the same. We're not. You're on four legs like a pussy. All right, I can run. You know, you know what? I can think about 5 or 6 different meals I can make out of you in a matter of hours, and you can't make words. I don't. Let's say which one's the read one?
Read, nigga, read.
Is what I say to a dumb cow.
He's got AIDS.
Yeah, the dumbass cow might have AIDS. Fuck, you know.
I don't think that would affect you if you ate it.
Cows are food.
Cows.
Animals are food, except for dogs sometimes, if you're in America.
Everyone's a fair way to look at it.
It is, right?
I just won't eat. I won't eat like the testicles or the genitals of anything.
That's the thing. Oh shit.
I won't
saw a
eat
video
anything
today.
reproductive, and I won't eat like, you know what I'm saying,
Coward.
Dude.
any brains.
You're not gonna eat the placenta of your child?
Oh, nah.
do that?
Nah.
Oh, that's a thing. You didn't know that was a thing?
Yeah, Kim Kardashian did that shit, dude.
What? It wasn't even hers. She
Kim
had like, she had like 3 surrogates.
Kim Kardashian did that shit, bro.
I think Northers are only natural born kids.
I think she's the one. I think with that
Did
baby
you
is
just,
when she
did you
did it
just
with.
like put it on a sandwich? Or what
She said they fried it like a steak.
They prepared it, son.
She said they fried it like a fucking steak,
They
dude.
put avocado oil in the pan, son.
Yo,
they put salt on the bit. I already know.
dude.
Yo,
Kosher salt.
There was a side of shrimp. That's what that means. There was
Oh,
a side of shrimp.
shrimp and placenta.
There was a
shrimp
side
and
of the
placenta.
There was a side of the finest shrimp that money can buy. Men die to
Men
catch the
died
shrimp.
to get that shrimp,
to
son.
get that shrimp.
You saw the shrimp on the greatest catch or the biggest catch on TV?
I've
It was
seen
that
that shit.
shrimp. It was
I've
that
seen
shrimp.
those shrimp.
Shrimp and placenta, dog.
Yeah, that's the name of the episode. Thanks, Jen.
Shrimp and placenta, you
Sen-
got it.
Shrimp and placenta.
Let's do it.
All right, but timestamp 57 minutes. But nah, yeah, bro. Fucking what's the next project looking like, Jamie?
Next project, man.
What's popping with it?
Shit. Like I mentioned before, every project coming out, every song, every album, every EP is either gonna be made, produced by either me or the homies,
Word.
or the homies and I. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly,
So,
bro.
with that being said, bro, I deleted all my old music.
Bro, I saw
From
that, bro. I was trying to play your shit. I think we've been playing your album on repeat like most of the time.
Yeah.
Like we've been playing Purgatory
Nah,
Blue like
dog.
most of the time.
The only reason why I deleted all my old music. I deleted the Love Spectrum album. I deleted a few singles, like 3 singles actually.
Word.
And it was because, like I said, with this whole self-production stuff, you just give yourself more space, and it's original. You know what I
Right.
mean? It comes from your brain compared to if you buy a beat off YouTube, you hear the beat and you're like, oh, that reminds me of something.
Yeah, the worst way to go about it, I don't want to interrupt you, but yeah, do not go that route, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's the worst route to go. Like do not stop buying beats off YouTube, bro. It's a good way to practice if you want to, practice your raps or whatever. You don't want to waste your beat on a practice whatever. But yeah, bro, definitely either get with your homies, get with close homies who want to make music, bro. Or
Yeah.
learn how to do that shit
Best
for
way to do it,
yourself,
man.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
It's the best investment you can make for yourself, bro.
That's why I'm saying like playing obsolescence is not a bad thing, because it's like if you're a rapper and you link up with somebody around the way that makes beats, and y'all grind together for a while. He makes the beats and you rap.
Yeah.
And y'all both get your respective careers. I don't expect you to stay. Oh yeah, me and that nigga from around the way.
Buckled up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Forever.
Yeah, it's a.
No, I don't expect that from you.
They're two different grinds, bro.
Make music. That's
different
fine.
grinds, yo.
You can
Yo.
part on good terms.
Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Good part,
It's like NRD, bro. That's like that was Pharrell's start for I'm Pretty, right?
NERD?
Like yeah, like that, I think that was his like first real project for one of his first. Was it?
I don't know if In My Mind was before that. That's a solo joint, and then he was producing before.
The
that.
Neptunes. That was his first project.
Yeah.
Like the first time he like started producing shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like the Neptunes or whatever. But like
I'm not even sure. I think there might be something before that. Like it's just a.
yeah, cause like but like he got on, but like that was his thing before. That's like his genesis of getting on was like being like being the producer. You know what I'm saying? Super producer and shit. But like nah, yeah, it's like in like Young Chop and Chief Keef, bro. Like they came up together and there's like. They make music sometimes now, but like yeah, they both have their own really good respective careers. Chop's going through his struggles right now, but who isn't?
Yeah.
To say the least. Yeah, that nigga was kind of funny. that nigga just coming for everyone to shooting at niggas, bro. That nigga's great. Oh yeah, bro, fucking yeah, bro. What do you personally think of like the scene around here, Jen? Like the DMV scene. You know what I'm saying? Like just because you're trying to get like the collective together and like you're definitely a part of the In the Attic collective.
Yes, sir. Yep.
In the Attic collective coming soon. Let's talk about that right after, but yeah, like what do you think of this scene personally, bro? Like what do you think can like is really good around here? What do you think like really can improve?
The amount what I think is really good around here is the genuosity. There's a lot of dudes.
Genuosity.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes.
That might be the name.
Surely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dudes. There's a lot of dudes doing their own shit and really saying fuck everybody. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what I like to do.
Like creating words, bro.
But with that being said, there's a lot of the opposite where it's like I want to sound like my homie.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah, bro.
So with that, but what you look for is what you get, you know? And as a creator myself, as an artist, I always want to look for new people to chop it up with, new people to get inspiration from. You can learn from everybody.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
So,
but like, yeah, do you think that's kind of that? Because that's one of the things I just don't see around here. Because we talk about it like ad nauseum at this point, but we don't see like that in the DMV. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the common things that everyone kind of notices. Like, people don't like each other around here. Like you get I don't know what the fuck you get like you get your clique and like you stick with like your niggas and whatever, but don't really venture out. Everyone else is whack. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that attitude.
It's just not being open minded, man.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I think it's born out of a competitive nature and it can evolve.
Yeah, I think it can.
Into
how do you think like into like being willing to collaborate with people? You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like it's still competitive. I'm still trying to like. I expect any rapper to be trying to be the best.
It's a grind. Yeah.
If you don't think you're the best, then like you maybe shouldn't be rapping. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of the inherent qualities of a rapper of the genre. Like, and just in music in general, bro. Like, if you don't think like you're making the best shit or like only your idol is like ahead of you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you shouldn't be in the game. You know what I mean? You have to have that kind of confidence going into the shit.
But even then, like, you have. I expect you to think you're the best, and at the same time, like collaboration is not a bad thing.
Not at all,
bro. Yeah, like you have to have like the weird kind of ego to where like you're like you're top tier, but you also know that other niggas are too.
Know more than you.
Yeah, and other niggas
you gotta admit
and other people know more than you.
Hell yeah!
Exactly,
like if I'm trying to get a cover art done, dude, I don't know the first shit about photo editing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Saying? Yeah.
But I got a homie who does. I got a couple homies who do. You know what I mean? With that being said, I'm an artist. I have songs coming out often, so that means I need cover art often. You know, with such as a collective, that's what you got. Everybody's using each other to work on their own craft, for real.
Yeah, bro. That's why I was saying like it's becoming that more thing. It's becoming like everyone's trying to get a collective together. It's just a matter of like how successful and how like prolific you're gonna be with it. Because like getting in the house cover arts, getting in the house beats, getting in the house videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's invaluable, bro.
And of course, that doesn't mean don't venture off and work with people not in the collective, you know?
No, that means like you have a solid enough foundation to where you can go out and work with other people and be like, oh no, well like, oh well, we're kind of fucking with this sound right now. Like maybe I can't do it, but like my nigga can do it. You know what I'm saying? My guy can do it. Like in my collective, and we still get the credit. You know what I'm saying? Like like so and so out of the whatever collective. You know what I'm saying? Do the Nardwar interview with like Ganged Up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Do it with a bunch of folks. You know what I mean?
In the attic.
Bro, definitely do get into it in the attic interview, bro.
I fuck with Narwhal. That's a bad motherfucker, man.
Yes.
Bro, yes.
He's the devil, dog. He knows everything, everybody.
He knows everything about you already.
I'm telling you.
He's a demon.
He knows what you ate last night.
Like shit. He's a demon sent from
He knows if you wipe your ass or not, and if you go in the shower after. He knows. Nardwar knows that.
Is it true you wipe your ass?
Is it true you don't wipe your ass and then hop in the shower right after?
You hop in the shower after, as referenced by this tweet right here. I didn't even send this tweet. I deleted it. It's right here. This tweet.
And you're Jan?
Gerbera.
Oh, the goat, man. Oh man,
He's a dog.
Oh yeah, he's the best, bro. He's definitely the best. But yeah, bro, the In the Attic collect. I'm excited for like the multimedia side of the In the Attic shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the really great videos, the cool lighting and shit.
Dude, light does everything.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna start doing the promos, but I think it's gonna be really fun, bro.
Promo video coming soon.
Yeah,
At the Bass Baby Boy at Dan.Genius.
Oh yeah, bro. Follow them definitely. But yeah, bro. Like just the because I want to do it. Cause I was telling you earlier, and was like yeah, I want to start doing that for like every one we drop. You know what I'm saying? Just drop a little like at most 35-second snippet of us doing something fun. You know what I'm saying? Just
skipping rocks.
Doing something. You know what I'm saying? And like just getting a vibe. Maybe not even a vibe for the actual podcast like we've recorded, but just something else.
You know who
make
has
it dynamic? Yeah.
You know who has great commercials? Adult Swim.
Dude, Adult Swim has the best fucking commercial. You seen that Joe Pera shit?
Yeah, bro. Oh, it was the best. Yeah.
I've never seen the show, but every time I see it,
I see.
Every time I see an advertisement, I'm like, I'm a fall asleep right here.
Yeah, that's a lesson in marketing and branding right there.
Yeah, Adult Swim and Comedy Central. Comedy Central usually has like decent enough commercials and shit, or like shit for their show. They have good like promos for their shows. You know what I mean? Like it's really it's really something to like inspired to do.
Yeah. Bro, speaking of Adult Swim, it's on Cartoon Network, but Adventure Time.
Yeah.
The Sync creators, y'all are hip to the Midnight Gospel?
Yes.
On Netflix? You seen a couple episodes?
I've seen a few episodes.
You know the concept of it?
No, I haven't seen any episodes, but like, yeah.
Dude, so basically the creator, Duncan Trussell, he's been on the Joe Rogan. Duncan Trussell, Joe Rogan podcast, huge psychonaut, does all that shit. This show is like based in the universe, pretty much. Follows a character named Clancy. And the way they depict this shit is crazy, bro.
Word.
I can show you pictures later. But the whole concept of it is this dude Clancy has a universe simulator in his house. Okay. He lives like on the edge of the Milky Way and shit. So like his whole house is like a barn, but it's like in the galaxy and you see it.
Chill.
Hell yeah, bro.
That shit's crazy.
For he has a podcast, so it's a podcast. His name is Clancy, and he has an intergalactic podcast, pretty much.
Where he goes into everything, bro.
Where he goes into the simulator to each universe, different Earths, as a different avatar, kind of symbolizing resurrection.
And record it.
Yeah. So he gets there, but the way they do it, mind you, these are by the same creators as Adventure Time.
Yeah.
So the graphics are insane. The colors are beautiful. It's trippy as hell.
I see the resemblance. I didn't know that, but I see the resemblance.
Yeah, isn't it insane? Hell yeah, bro.
That's
so
crazy.
He goes into these simulators and he goes into these Earths as different avatars to symbolize resurrection.
Word.
And mind you, these dudes are crazy, bro. They built a whole story around it, but like I said, it is a podcast.
That's
so
smart.
they built the story, builds up. They get to know the character. He goes to these Earths. And he specifically he goes to these specific people of these universes, almost like a god. He chooses which person he wants to converse to interview for his intergalactic podcast. He gets there as a different avatar, almost being resurrected.
God damn it sounds so good.
And then once he gets there, it's like podcast mode. Like they do a real podcast and animate animations
Trussell have a podcast
around it.
Probably,
I'm sure.
Yeah, I see him on everyone's, and he's just so good on everyone.
I think so. And the Midnight Gospel is his podcast as well. So it's a real podcast where they do animations around the podcast. They bring in real people, real, dope conversations, and they build these trippy ass cartoons around it.
See, now that I know it's a real podcast, that's a great fucking
Don't
deal.
it make sense?
I was gonna say, like,
oh, that's a bag. Are you kidding me?
It's really involving, bro. Like,
Bro.
we had to,
Dude, after this, we'll watch the episode. After this episode,
That's the thing. It's when you watch it, it's like the universe sort of goes on around the podcast. Word. Like people die in front of them. People kill. People just adapt to these strange ass worlds in front of you.
Hell yeah,
bro. That sounds great. We definitely gotta watch that episode.
Watch that episode soon.
I watched it off the shrooms. It was
beautiful. We saw it off a tab, right? We saw it off a tab. Me and my man saw it off a tab.
In love with your face off the shrooms.
It was awesome, bro.
Rip beautiful. Rip juice, bro. Oh yeah, the camera died,
dude. And the way he ends the podcast, like how to go back home, he gets this horn. He takes a horn out of his intergalactic satchel,
giggity,
like a fanny pack. And in the fanny pack is like a whole different universe where he'll pick up whatever he needs at the moment.
Word.
So to end the podcast, he brings out a horn out, and it's always when he dies. But dying in the simulator is nothing. So
it's like going back.
Die.
Yeah, it's like
so he's like, right before I die, I gotta blow this horn. So he blows this horn. He blows it. It hits a certain frequency. An eyeball opens from his forehead. And he just gets shot back up to the simulator, back to where he came from.
It's just the real deep hippie in me, but that sounds
beautiful.
Sounds so
I recommend
cool.
it, bro. Midnight Gospel, Duncan Trussell's on Netflix.
Yeah, we definitely gonna watch that shit, bro. But yeah, man, fucking yeah, we can go ahead and wrap this one up
for sure.
Because the camera go ahead and died. Yeah, bro, we're gonna go out and shoot this promo really quick too. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna find some paint.
We got the time.
Yeah, do the thingy thing.
We got to grind.
We're gonna figure it out. But yeah, this was a good ad, bro. You know what I mean? Like go ahead and plug whatever you gotta plug, bro.
Love Fueled Ride out now, all platforms, Spotify. It's now on SoundCloud. I don't post my shit on SoundCloud a lot.
I want to start posting the podcast on SoundCloud.
Do it, bro.
Yeah.
Do it.
We got doing that
it's on SoundCloud now, all platforms, including Apple Music, Spotify. New single coming out soon. Name to be announced within a week.
TBA.
Yes, sir.
TBA, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Glad to have you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like, well, yeah, about to say this making it, I guess, official is a member of the Indie Addict Collective. I'll say Jan Gerbera, the bass baby boy. We got
yes,
Dre.
sir.
About to say, and Danny Genius photos. All new members.
And Genius. Get in this camera, bro. You gotta get in this camera, dog.
Yeah. None of the three have AIDS.
None of us.
None of us.
Other things.
How many people are in this room right now? 0 for 5 in this room right now.
Over 5.
Over 0 for 7 in this room right now.
And we're done here.
AIDS.
Done, guy. I was saying we're gonna pose with this other. It's not beer, it's malt liquor. So
can I have some of your Kool-Aid after this podcast?
But of course. Yeah. But I'll say, and to finish out the podcast, we're gonna throw on Love Fueled Ride, obviously. But,
appreciate it, y'all.
Nah, but yeah, bro. Yeah, guys, remember, like, share, and subscribe. We Kill Cowboys in the Attic everywhere you get podcasts. Follow us. Yeah. Also, donate if you can, please.
Give me your last dollar.
We really appreciate it.
Pass from this earth, knowing that your last dollar went to me. Let that be your dying thought. Let that be the last breath you huff into this universe.
Indeed. Into this cold, indifferent universe.
I gave AM everything.
Like shit. And yeah, guys. We'll Kill Cowboys in the Attic everywhere you get podcasts. Follow us on all the social medias. Tommy Times everywhere. Jan Gerbera everywhere on social media.
Sure.
Money and Breakfast on Instagram. River Warlord on.
The River Warlord.
Yeah, the River Warlord.
Don't follow me.
Yeah, just follow me. Follow Tommy Times. I like your follows.
And Jan.
Follow Jan and Tommy. We'll interact with you.
Jan._Gerbera.
But if you want to learn something, maybe follow River Warlord. But yeah, guys, remember, buy guns and land, stay groovy, and yeah, try not to die.
Yes, sir.
And this is Love Fueled Ride by Jan Gerbera, the Lord.
What was it? What was the thing again? Placenta what?
Placenta, shrimps and placenta.
Shrimp and placenta.
Shrimp and placenta. Try not to die.
Shrimp and placenta.
Try not to die. Bang. Stay groovy, everybody. Back us inland.
TV hanging on my blue wall, 4K streaming on my knees and one. What do I want? What am I on? Pretty girl to my right side, no spoon to my left. There ain't nothing left. You smoke the rest, and you drink the rest. And then you pass out and let my eyes share.